I don't walk in fear, and I shouldn't have to. We have a society where we can sort of get along without people bothering us. I don't happen to worry about it because I mind my business. But then again, I can be mind my business and still get gay bash. And this is what's wrong with bigoted newspapers doing these types of things. Oh, making a nice ham with some potatoes. I should put some pineapples in there. I think I will put some pineapples in there. I always say gay people make their own family. And it's different between making your own set of friends. It's just the way we choose to identify with each other. And me being HIV positive, you know, I like to say to myself, before I leave this world, I want all my kids to be happy. They don't have to be my biological kids, but they're my kids. Oh, I guess I heard the next day. She called me Sunday, and she told me, she said, "Ma, are you sitting down?" And she told me I got arrested. I said, "You got arrested? For what?" You know, between the sugar daddies, tricks, and the trade, revolving proposition, and somebody's always wanted a piece of a girl. You know, if that's the road you want to go down in life, then you go down that road. But if you're a smart, educated person like Coy is, you don't have to go down that road. And I know she doesn't go down that road. It's just the way you want to live your life. And as far as the Jersey Journal is concerned, that's like going back to the 60s. When they used to do all this shit with gay people. If you were found out you were gay, they would put your name in the newspaper the next day, and the whole world would see, and a lot of people lose their jobs. And this should not be going on in this day and age. You know, not with all the so-called legislation and equal rights that we have these days. It's beyond me, and I think it's ridiculous. Plain, ordinary, ridiculous. Excuse me for 1 second, sweetheart. I went through all the drama they had with the police department in New York when I first moved to New York. It was in the early 80s, 10, 15 years after the Stonewall. They used to arrest girls 27 at a time, from Times Square all the way down to the Village. I mean, this paddy wagons full of girls for nothing. Coming out of the bar, coming out of a restaurant, you know, getting off a bus. I had a guy hit me upside the head for standing on the street waiting for my ride to come by to take me back to Boston. You know, this big fat cop came out and popped me in the head with a blackjack. I didn't even know what a blackjack was in my life. He told me, he said, "Girlfriend, you have to get off my corner and move." I said, "But I'm waiting for my ride." Is this why I left Boston? For this bullshit? I left Boston to get away from shit like that. But it has changed a whole lot where, I'm not saying all of them do, but some neighborhoods and some police do respect a person's gender. You know, there's a great line from Auntie Mame. She says to her housekeeper, she says, "Blanche, you have to learn how to live. Live, live, live. Let a girl live. You just have to let a girl live."